For more about events in Iran, Iraq, and elsewhere throughout the Middle East, we are joined once again tonight by Raghida Dergham. She's the senior diplomatic correspondent for the London-based Arabic daily newspaper, Hayat. Good to see you once again.
Good to see you.
So what are we to make of these talks between Iran and Lebanon today?
The president of Lebanon, who is elected recently, he wants to be the consensus president, and therefore he's going to the neighbors who have been supportive of different factions in Lebanon to turn the page with them, to say, help me out, normalize my country, rather than supporting the different factions and the militias in my country. So he's been to Syria to say that, and now he's there to Iran in order for them to help him out with Hezbollah, which is the biggest Lebanese group, militia that is still armed and sort of plays a parallel army to the legitimate army of Lebanon.
Well, let me ask you, we know that Iran supplied weapons that Hezbollah used against Israel in the past. Is it possible now that because of these talks, Iran's hoping to expand its sort of military role in Lebanon? And would the Israelis stand for that?
Actually, what the Iranians would like to do is keep their military role through Hezbollah in Lebanon. I think the president of Lebanon is trying to say to the Iranians, give me a break, in effect, because you can't go on supporting a parallel army. I think he's trying to say, away from confrontation, let us work together. Yes, we believe in resistance to the Israeli occupation, but let me, the head of the country, talk about that rather than you, Iranian president and hierarchy, supporting a group that's called Hezbollah. So I think he's trying to take the country away from being the arena for others' fights in it, and he is really trying hard with all the neighbors in order to normalize the country called Lebanon.
Well, let's move to another of Iran's neighbors, and that being Iraq. The security deal we discussed just last week now seems to be in a bit of jeopardy, the Sunnis especially. What's going on?
Last week we spoke about how the Sunnis were very worried about this agreement, the security agreement, enhancing the Shiite rule at their own expense. They've been talking about guarantees. They want these guarantees from the American side. I understand that there's been talks between these factions, some of them, and the embassy, the American embassy in Baghdad, in order to make them feel more comfortable with the nature of this deal, this security deal, so that they will not be left out of it, because it is about feeling insecure as Sunnis in a Shiite-run, Shiite-ruled country.
Well,
and that's what they're talking about.
The vote is supposedly tomorrow. Do you think it will still be approved?
I think it will be approved, but I think they want it to be approved with a majority, with a big majority. Even
and if they don't get that?
I think that's going to create many, many problems. I believe that they are working day and night right now to get this agreement to have as much of a wide base of support, rather than leave it hanging in there and potentially creating civil war.
Raghida Dergham, we always appreciate your insights. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate being here.